Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Pam, better known as Miss 58. I missed you guys. I really have. I know I done stepped away from the camera for a minute, but I had some personal things, of course, that need addressing. And what can I say? That's life. We all have those days, those moments, those months, those weeks, those whatever. Okay, but I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that you guys tuned in to join me. Okay, so with that being said, guys, and dragging this intro out no longer than it has to be, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. So before I do anything, let me go ahead and let you guys know, as you could tell, my brows are already done. Okay, I've already primed and moisturized. And I wanted to go ahead and introduce you the star of the show for today. And this is the Morphe and Manny MUA palette. Okay, now I do know this palette is old and it's been out for quite some time. I've done had it for quite some time. But today she getting work with today. So I have just pulled her out of the box. Okay, like I said, I haven't done anything to her yet. She still got the plastic cover, as you can see. Okay, and just to show you guys, these are her colors here. So I'm going to create just a simple look with her, and I just wanted to come on camera and share it with you guys. Okay, so let's dive right in. Now the first thing I'm gonna do, since I've already took care of my brows, I did use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I only took that midway like I usually do. And then too, it varies, you know what I mean, because sometimes I bring that product all the way down over the entire lid as my primer, my base for any eyeshadow look. But today, I'm going in with something a little different. So today, excuse me, I'm going into a palette, another palette I've been having for quite some time, and that's the Tim 2 Concealer Palette. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little lighter shade, if you will, on my eyelids, because, as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation on the eyelid and up under the eye. But with this, I'm going to go ahead and apply this over the eyelid and take care of that hyperpigmentation and do our eyeshadow some good. I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk handy dandy sponge here, and I'm going to go over that a little bit more because I want to absorb anything that's unnecessary on the eyelid before I actually set it. And once I set my eye, I will also be setting my brow bone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm using my Too Faced setting powder because we want a nice matte canvas to work with some eyeshadow. Okay, as I said, I made sure I tapped some of that setting powder under the brow bone to set that area as well. Okay, and now she's good to go. So let's go in with a nice blending brush. Okay, and I'm just using some random brushes that I have here, by the way. So forgive me if I don't tell you the name of these brushes. They, like I said, they just random. So I'm gonna go into this palette, and because I also love a good shimmery eye, I think what I'm gonna do is go into this pretty burgundy looking color, if you will. I'm gonna go and tap into that and use that as my in the transitional crease area, you know what I mean? So we tap off any excess that may be there, and we're just gonna lightly blend this over the eye from the inner corner to the outer edge. And I'm using circular motions as well as windshield wiper. I don't know what took me so long to pull this palette out and use her. But nevertheless, she's getting used, right? Never late, better late than never. That's what they always say. I'm going to go in with another shader brush, okay? Another random shader brush. And I'm going to diffuse that just a little bit around the edges. Just around the edges. Just to soften it some. Because I do like the intensity of the color. I do like how you can build it up if need be, if that's the look you're going for. Um, but like I said again, I'm just trying to keep it simple. So I'm going to go in with a flat um, shader brush, if you will. And what I'm going to do is go into this rosy um, shimmer shade here in the center, right here. Okay, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. I started to, you know, go in with a different color on the outer portion, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to apply this on my lid as my lid color. I'm going to test this out, and if I need to wet my brush a little bit, I do have some setting spray and we'll do just that. So let's put this on and see where it goes. Okay, I'm going to have to wet my brush. I see the color, but it's very faint. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Mario Badescu setting spray since it's sitting here, and see if we can get a good color payoff on this eyelid. Okay, now we really getting an intensity of the shimmer shade I was looking for. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to go back with that first blending brush I had, and I'm going to blend over top of that again, down in the crease, over top of the shimmer. I do like the color, it's really pretty. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and apply a little mascara here. It's my Maybelline GreatLash. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit of this before I go ahead and stick on the lashes. Okay, a little goes a long way. That's Miss Pam's theory. Okay, now the lashes I'm using today are the Salon Perfect lashes. I buy these quite often, and of course you can get them from Walmart. These is it right here, and they also are in the style 615. Okay, lashes went on without a hitch today. Ain't that great? Okay, let's go ahead and get into this foundation. I am using my Fenty, of course. It's in the shade 380. So I'm going to go ahead and apply very little of this. And I did not do any color correcting, as you can tell. I purposely did that. I'm trying to make my makeup process as less to do as possible. So without color correcting or having the need to color correct, that's one less step I have to worry about. So, and that works for me. So let's tap this all into place. Make sure I take care of this forehead. Okay, so now that the foundation is on, we can move right along with concealer. Okay, now that we've got the concealer blended out, I want to always make sure I have the edges of where I applied that concealer blended out, so it won't leave it looking harsh by any means. Okay, now we can go ahead and set. Now this time I'm using my Sasha Buttrcup to set everywhere I've highlighted. And I only use very little of that as well. And that's all the setting powder Miss Pam need. Now, let's go into some face powder. And I'm going to be going into with my Milani face powder here. So I'm going to go ahead and dust this all over the face. Okay, I got my big fluffy brush here. I'm going to go ahead and apply this Milani face powder all over. Okay, now the next face powder I'm going to go into will be my L'Oreal Infallible here. And I'm just going to use very little of this and just lightly tap this around the perimeter of my face using my same blending brush. And I'm going to go around the perimeter of my chin. I don't always do that, but why not, right? Okay. We are almost done, guys. We ain't got much more to do. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little blush, if you will. It's a very faint color of blush, as a matter of fact. And this is it here, as you know, it's the e.l.f. And I'm going to lightly, like I said, graze over it just a little bit, just to add a little color to my cheeks. And on the tip of the nose. Why not, right? Okay. Now, the one thing I will do, I almost forgot, I don't know how I managed to do that, is go back into my Milani palette. And what I'm going to do is define on both sides of my nose, only in the bridge area. I never bring it all the way down. I just keep it only in the bridge. And I make sure this going blended right into the brow bone area. Or right into my brows. Okay, just like that. Just real light and subtle. That's all she needs. Okay, so I'm taking my little handy dandy face brush here and tap over that a little bit. Now I'm going to go with my Mario Badescu setting spray, and I'm going to lightly mist my face just to get rid of some of the powder. Take my sponge and pat that in. Now, let me say this. I'm fairly new to makeup, guys, so you guys don't hesitate to let me know what y'all think about the outcome of this look, okay? Now, let's go in and finish this off with something simple on the lips. So, I'm going to go in with a color here by Colourpop. It's a little, you can tell I really like this pencil, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this chocolate brown color here. Okay, BFF3, that's what she is. I mean, it was like right there on the tip of my tongue. Don't you hate that? And then all of a sudden you can't think of what it is, but it's like right there, you know. But anyway, I'm going to go over top of my lipstick with some gloss, just some lip gloss. And this is Lemonade Gloss here. And I think this is by Dominique Cosmetics. And I did receive this too in a previous BoxyCharm box some time ago. So I'm just going to put a light wash of color on the lips. Which I do like. And guys, this will be it, okay? This is the final look of this look here. All thanks to the Morphe and Manny MUA eyeshadow palette. My thoughts on the palette, let me say. I do like the palette. I will get many more uses out of it, like I said, because I do like it. I did love the matte color that matte color that I tried. That came out beautifully. Now, the one thing I was skeptical about which is the only thing, was the shimmer. Now, I understand not all the time that the shimmer in certain palettes are not as pigmented, and sometimes we do have to use our setting spray to dampen our brushes to achieve the desired color payoff that we're looking for. Um, Although I had to do that with this palette as well, still, nevertheless, I think this is still a good palette. Again, I will get many more uses out of it because I do like it. And so with that being said, guys, don't you guys forget to leave me any comments down below. I will make sure everything I used is down in the description box. Let me know if there's anything more you guys would like me to try. I'm eager to keep putting them out. Like I said, I've been out for a while, taking care of some personal things. I'm glad to be back. And I'm glad to, entertain you guys. So don't you guys forget to give me a shout out over on my Instagram page. And that's Miss 58 over there, just like it is here on YouTube. So with that being said, guys, you have a beautiful, blessed evening. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.